desert can be a dangerous place. The wildlife, the poisonous plantation, and the unforgiving scorch of the sun can all pose a threat to those who choose to traverse the open lands, and for one Sam Odessa, this proved to be accurate. Welcome to the video. You're listening to Phil of Philby Gaming. If you enjoy the following, you all know what to do, and if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed already, after watching, please consider doing so. Without any further delay, let's begin with today's content. The tragic tale of Sam Odessa, Red Dead Redemption, Myths and Legends. We first encounter the man as he takes rest upon a rock and occupies himself with a harmonica.
Nice to see another sentient being out here. Name's Sam. Sam Odessa. Anyway, that's the name they gave my grandpappy when he came across New York City.
Good to meet you, Sam Odessa. I'm John Marston. You long way from home? Where you come from?
Yeah, well, it would be if I had a home to come from. Been out here for several weeks, or several generations, I guess. Would have made better time, but my horse came up lame a ways back. Trying to get to California. See the ocean.
I hear it's wet.
From the Black Sea to the Pacific in 3 generations. I'm gonna make something of myself there. I'm gonna find something.
Hear they got a fine line of earthquakes out there. Maybe you can find one of them. Listen, Gaptooth ain't so friendly to strangers. I suggest you head back to Benedict Point before you run afoul one of these gangs that run it out of here.
Well, thank you very much for the kind advice, Mr. Marston. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll go get me on a coach.
So we learn of a couple of things during this conversation. Sam Odessa, as he introduces himself, is traversing the deserts with intentions of reaching California to see the ocean. He states that his family have travelled from the Black Sea, which is bordered just off Ukraine to the north 3 generations back, who have now settled in New York City. Sam originally was travelling on horseback, but lost his steed some time ago to unmentioned circumstances, although one can assume it was down to the elements. Stating that he doesn't know exactly what he'll be doing when he reaches the ocean, John senses confusion and points him in the direction of Benedict Point, advising him to take a coach instead. Several days must pass before we encounter the travelling man once more.
Sam Odessa. You still out here? How's it going?
Hey, Mr. Mansion, isn't it? Yeah. How you doing? Let's see.
Mansion. I kind of like that. You all right out here?
Yeah.
You ain't too much closer to California.
Yeah, I found the coach wasn't so much to my liking. It was a little bit slow, a little bit predictable, a touch mundane. But these cacti are quite palatable.
I hope they are. Hey, listen. You need to find yourself a horse if you're gonna head west from here.
A horse is a very noble creature. Did you ever hear the tale of the horse who could do sums better than any school child?
I think I missed that one.
See, if I could have a trusty steed like that who could take me to the shining sea.
Sam, listen. California's in the west. Just follow the setting sun. It ain't that complicated. All right? You take care of yourself.
Setting sun.
Sam is looking worse than he did during the first encounter. He's dirty, unwashed, and his clothes are beginning to tear. Upon reuniting with John, he mistakenly gets his name wrong, amusing John. Whether this be due to the alcohol he's drinking, severe lack of dehydration, or the sun cooking his brain remains to be seen, but regardless, Sam Odessa is showing signs of a deterioration in his mental state. He claims he survived by supping upon cacti, which in itself can be hazardous. The water derived from cacti can often contain toxins harmful to the consumer. Among other illnesses, it can cause vomiting, which in turn causes further dehydration, like a vicious cycle. Severe dehydration can cause a person to become delirious, which would certainly explain the nonsensical manner in which Sam speaks. John once again advises him to head west if he's still in search of California before the pair part ways. More days pass again before we meet with Sam once more, and once again he isn't too distant from the previous encounter. He's now just north of Tumbleweed in Gaptooth Ridge.
Sam, we meet again. How you doing out here?
Why the shouting? Why the dancing? Why the laughter? I hope I die laughing, I do.
You keep this up and you just might.
My grandfather was a wise man who came from the east. He followed a star, and that's still me. I'm still following, still dreaming, still free. You can't cage us. We are above. We are above, and we're free.
Sam, you really need to come into town with me. You're not doing so well out here.
No. See, I was careless, sir. I understand that now, but I will find me my paradise. I will head west. I will.
Come on, Sam. Probably just need a drink.
You stay away from me. You stay away. I will find me my California. I will.
Sam's appearance is becoming even worse. He looks as if he hasn't bathed in weeks. Upon approaching the lost soul, Sam appears to be drawing a map in the dirt with a stick, indicating he's realizing he's lost. His conversation is becoming even harder to follow than it did previously. He's truly declining. Sam's claiming that he's free. He may be referring to the pressure he's placed upon himself to make the journey, continuing the legacy of his grandfather, and upon potentially feeling that John is halting the journey, resorts to the threat of violence. In the mind of Sam Odessa, nothing will stop him. John makes the correct decision to leave Sam to his travels. Unfortunately, John's final encounter with Mr. Odessa is one that we all anticipated. Slightly south of Tumbleweed lay the remains of the travelling man. Upon his person, John finds a letter from Sam addressed to his wife. The contents are as follows. My darling wife, not a day goes by when I don't think about you and our beautiful baby boy. It is now many weeks since we parted. Precisely how long, I don't know. Time, once so predictable and reliable, has slipped away from me. I know how callous my abrupt departure in the dead of night must have appeared, and for that I am truly sorry, but I hope you will find it in your heart one day to forgive me. For it was not a choice to leave, but rather an obligation. My grandfather came to this country with a dream that was passed down to me. That is in my blood, in my very soul. I always believed it was my duty to realise that dream, to complete a journey that started in Odessa by the Black Sea 3 generations ago, but I have lost sight of what it is, if I ever knew at all. I am headed west towards the ocean, but I'm not sure why anymore. Day after day, the sun beats down on me in this godforsaken desert, relentless and mocking. Every step I take forward, I seem to get further away. I thought this was my destiny, and perhaps it is. Maybe we are condemned to walk in circles, chasing the skyline. Maybe it is all a lie. This is a terrible land of broken promises. I had everything and gave it up in pursuit of nothing. I fear I have made a terrible mistake, but there is no way back now. Forever yours, Sam. The tale of Sam Odessa is one of tragedy. We learn that he left his wife and child behind in the dead of night, seemingly obsessed with making the journey to California. It's as if he felt pressured into achieving what his ancestors had before him, placing too much weight on himself. As his journey continued, Sam began to lose not only all sense of time, but a sense of who he was himself. He realised later on that it was all a mistake, but without having a great deal of capacity over his way of thinking, he couldn't comprehend the idea of seeking safety before returning home to his family. He not only forgot John's name at one point, but his own. In the letter addressed, he uses only his forename. The surname he provides, Odessa, is the name of the place his family originated from, showing us that he is of Ukrainian descent, aided by the stories of travels from the Black Sea, or simply it's a play on the word Odyssey, a term used to describe a long, wandering and eventful journey. Sam's wife hadn't given up on her missing husband. We realised this upon purchasing a copy of the Blackwater Ledger, issue 59, in which the spouse has posted in the miscellaneous section the following. Missing person, Sam Odessa, age 35, disappeared from his home 6 weeks ago, possibly heading west towards California. His wife, Elena, seeks any information as to his whereabouts. To finish this side quest and bring closure to the very worried family, John must deliver the letter, closing the tale of Sam Odessa. If you enjoyed what you saw today, you all know what to do, and if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. If you wish to see me cover a specific topic for the series of Red Dead Redemption Myths and Legends, be sure to let me know in the comment section. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.